broken home, been trying to find a place to hide when he's home alone. You left him in a coma when you left to claim your throne. You left him all alone to sit and wait and guard the phone, waiting for the ring to sing its silent song. When are you coming home, Dad? Now son, it won't be too long. You've never had the backbone strong enough to hold all the disguises that hide the lies you boldly told. Cause you're wrapped up in a life you gave and you love to live. It's just too bad you were never home to give him someone to live his with. Chasing a dream that never seems to stop and wait. Neglecting your kid, filling his dreams with screams of hate. Forced to embrace this race which sets its own pace. This place perforating his fate on the slate, and there's no escaping the taste of disgrace was just too much for him to take. And now he's loading the gun, and guess what? It ain't with blanks. Successful parents too busy in their own lives to see the pain that hides within their kids' eyes. So much sadness is brought with pain. Get caught up in the madness and get washed away. Successful parents too busy in their own lives to see the pain that hides within their kids' eyes. So much sadness is brought with pain. Get caught up in the madness and get washed away. You come home late after a long day of getting paid, just in time to see the bullet kiss your son's face, releasing his brain from the pain of the leash and chains. His tick-tock stops when he unlocks his mundane cage, summarizing his life into a fit of violent rage. And to think all he wanted was someone to hear his case, someone to relate to the pain he was made to sustain. But the cries he'd hide inside his eyes seemed to drive them all away. A stray soul trying to stay bold but remains cold and all alone. A life on hold ain't right for the soul. Like a note carrying a flat tone, like crying out your heart, trying to roll a flat stone down the holy road. So many holes but still no place to go. There's not enough truth, so the abuse just takes hold. You try and unfold your pattern that shattered his heart, but you don't get too far before you're too deep, and it's too dark. The cliff is steep as you start to slip as the ground falls apart. But right when you hit the bottom, you realize what gave him his scars. What tore him apart was not the fact that you drove a nice car. It's cause you took the time to close your eyes but never opened your heart. Now his scarred heart no longer has time to heal, and now you're on the floors of hell trying to make the devil a deal. Feeling like a rock that has stopped trying to stay afloat. Now this bottle of booze has caused you to be afraid of hope, drowning in your sorrows, hoping tomorrow you won't wake up, but the powers that be won't let you leave. So full, now you're stuck. Plus the love that once was tough enough to burn the sun, an eruption that led to the downfall and destruction of your son. Successful parents too busy in their own lives to see the pain that hides within their kids' eyes. So much sadness is brought with pain. Get caught up in the madness and get washed away. Successful parents too busy in their own lives to see the pain that hides within their kids' eyes. So much sadness is brought with pain. Get caught up in the madness and get washed away. You sit in suspense, sick, and can't quit spinning. Your shoulders get tense quick and you start to hate living, surrendering to the tendency to be dependent on defending hypocrisy and its ignorant beliefs. You're pretending to be a parent, apparently, and now you're declaring you were a fair parent. You're daring to give a guarantee. Please, I no longer need to hear you speak, cause the worthless words you breathe, all the words of the weak. It was easier to turn your back than it was to stand and face the heat of a warm-blooded creature that was just reaching for the chance to breathe. Your greed stopped your thoughts, but bought you all the rocks you need to sink your kid's ship when it was docked and about to leave. Freedom at last, now he never has to look back at a life where mom and dad have had his bags packed, and the fact your bastard tactics lasted makes you sick and you wish you reacted faster. And once you finally realize that the casket has him, you sit back and your nervous system starts to spasm. All you wanna do is just reach out and grab him, but you had your chance, now his life is gone and past him. So you ask your pastor what it takes to get past this, but all he says is, child, take your excuses and trash them, cause life is filled with more than just transit transactions. It's time for you to take responsibility for your actions. Successful parents too busy in their own lives to see the pain that hides within their kids' eyes. So much sadness is brought with pain. Get caught up in the madness and get washed away. Successful parents too busy in their own lives to see the pain that hides within their kids' eyes. So much sadness is brought with pain. Get caught up in the madness and get washed away.